seeing the amount of schools and partnerships that you have, it's really impressive. I know PepsiCo has worked with Enactus in the past, and so it's really kind of exciting for me to initiate this partnership again. Um, and I've gotten to meet some of the students from Enactus already, and I was very impressed with what I saw.
As Enactus, we're super excited to have PepsiCo as a partner and just really looking forward to the opportunities that you all bring to us, as well as helping to spread the news about your brand. Tell us a little bit as far as what badges does PepsiCo have? So I know you're working primarily with Frito-Lay. So tell
Mhm.
us about all the great yummies that we can find on the shelves at our local grocer.
We have a lot of brands. We have a lot of recognizable brands. And I know PepsiCo as a whole, we have $22 billion brands.
Wow,
Um,
22 individual
22,
billion-dollar brands.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And so these are going to be the brands that are really recognizable to you. That's your Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, a lot of our Lay's chips. And then including the beverage side of the company, Pepsi, of course, Mountain Dew. These are those are probably our most recognizable brands. But we also have a number of brands that, they don't quite reach that billion dollar
Hmm.
mark, but they're pretty substantial as well. And so, um, you know, PepsiCo operates in a really interesting space. I didn't realize when I first started with the company that it included, I guess when I was first interested in the company, that it included Frito-Lay, which is primarily where I work. But so it's a combination of snack foods and beverages.
Mm.
So kind of that salty sweet combination
That
that
everybody
we
loves, right? And that
yeah,
fuels our late night studies.
yes. But we do have some options that are healthier. Like we recognize that's one of the ways that business is shifting, right? People want healthier options. And so, on the beverage side, we have bubbly, kind of your sparkling type water,
That's my
carbonated.
favorite right there. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great alternative to some of your sodas that have a lot more sugar and caffeine. And
mhm.
then, we also have some healthier snack brands like we do Sabra hummus, Stacy's pita chips. There's a wide variety.
That's awesome. So let us in on a little bit of a secret here. I was doing some research before we decided to sit down and talk, and I found out that PepsiCo and Frito Lay are they're number 46 on the 2020 Forbes World's Best Employers. That's really high. Like there's a lot of
Mhm.
employers around the world, and to be in the top 50 of great employers, and then what was it, number 39 on Fortune's World's Most Admired Companies? What's the secret? Tell us a little bit about what makes PepsiCo so great, especially for early career talent.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll talk about a couple things. I mean, first of all, I'll just talk about the people again. I mean, it's a very people-centered organization. Um, they invest heavily in the people who work there, both the frontline and the management. Offering competitive benefits and compensation. They really value the people who work there, and they do show it. Um, Another thing that I think is really cool and really beneficial to anyone starting out in their career is the people planning that we do and the different career paths that you can take. So at PepsiCo, we take people planning very seriously. And so, that phrase, when I say people planning, I'm talking about where people move within the organization
Mm,
and basically building up the strengths, the skills, the capabilities that the organization needs. Because we know, I mean, the way business looks now, it could change in 5 years. Who could have predicted a few years ago how business would have changed in 2020,
right.
in 2021 with the pandemic? And so the ability to be agile, to adapt, not only to, anything like a pandemic that may kind of arise really suddenly, but just um, the different ways that business changes over the years. And so being able to look at where we want the company to go, um, and then think, what are the skills and capabilities that we need? We can then look at those employees who are working with us now and see where we might have some of those skills or where we need to develop those skills.
Mm.
And then we can kind of plan on an individual level for people, especially based off of the desires and the career aspirations of those who are joining. They can say, I'm starting in this position. I'd really like to be in this type of position in the future. And we can say, okay, so in order to get from here to there, you need these types of critical experiences that are going to help you develop, skills A, B, and C. And then we work on helping them get there. Um, and so there's a lot of that going on. And that's, I'll speak a little selfishly as an HR person. That's really exciting for me because I get to help participate in the people planning and it's not just the people who are already within the company, but it's looking at the future talent too, and making sure that we get the top talent that we can,
Yeah, I really
which
like
is
that because it sounds like, people planning really focuses on the individual. The term in business is what, succession planning, right? Which
Mhm.
when you talk about succession planning, you're really talking about from the business's side, how do we make sure that each of these positions that we need filled is filled? But the way you all are talking about it is more people planning. So how can we help our people to get to where they want to go in their career? So it's a nice way to kind of flip it on its ear, and it sounds like you're really focused more in on the people than just filling positions.
Yeah, I mean, our people are what makes the company go.
Hmm.
Um, you know, Without our people, our products don't get made, our products don't make it to the shelf.
So let's talk a little bit about this role that's available for Enactus students. What is it called again?
So we have a sales management intern position.
What would they be doing on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, so in this sales management intern position, it's kind of like a training ground for future management roles. So, we do still have that route sales representative position open. That's our front line,
Mhm.
and we need to develop the the managers with the skills and the capabilities to help lead the front line the best that they can.
Okay.
And so the sales management intern, it's a varied role. It's going to depend on your location. There's going to be projects specific to your site. These projects are going to be, they're not just like, oh, we needed extra hands to work on this project here. No, they purposefully think about and plan these projects to have business impact. We have needs all along the business, and so they look at what needs we have in these different zones, and then they create projects for the interns based off of that.
What would I be doing on a regular basis? So I go into it's very store based, right? You're working directly
Mhm.
with clients and on site with the clients and that sort of thing. So tell me, I walk into a store. What do I do?
Yeah, so you walk into the store. So if you're an intern and you're, maybe learning what the front line does, which our managers, they do go with the front line and help out occasionally at the stores.
Okay.
So you're going to be bringing some product in. So all of our frontline, they're driving trucks of various sizes, filled with product to different stores, which are our customers. And so you're going to have the order for the store. You'll bring that product in. It'll get checked in by the store, and they check for accuracy. Want to make sure that they're getting what they ordered.
Hmm.
Um, and then you're taking the stuff in the product into the store and stocking it on the shelves. I know it sounds simple, but as a consumer of the product, you think about what the most impactful moment is for you, and that's walking down the aisle and seeing the product on the shelves. If it doesn't look good, you're not going to want to buy it. If it doesn't look good and if it's not well stocked, the customer, the store is not going to be pleased.
Hmm.
They're going to want to maybe give some of that space to one of our competitors. So, looking for more ways that you can partner with the store,
Yeah.
with the customer, see how much product we can get. And then not only just how much, but is it the right product for the stores? Are we meeting the needs of the people who are coming into the stores? Are they after maybe some of our healthier options, or are they definitely into the Doritos and the Lay's chips?
Well, I mean, yeah, Doritos, that's the only way to go. But that, that's just me, right? Um, okay, so if I'm interested in this role, how do I go about applying? What's the application process? And I know we'll go ahead and put up some of the sites that you're all looking to fill roles in, but tell me
Mhm.
a little bit about how, like, what should I expect when I apply?
Yeah, so you apply on our website. It's PepsiCoJobs.com, and you'll look for the sales management intern position. It may help to, because we're a global company, so when you're looking on PepsiCoJobs.com, you might see different intern positions in different locations across the world. And so it really helps to filter by the United States. And then that'll show you the exact position that you want to click on, that sales management intern position. And then you fill out the application, and then it kind of it puts you into a candidate pool, and from there we do interviews. And I believe for the internship, it's just one interview. That candidate pool is open to our different HR representatives across the nation. And so we look heavily at geographic preference, um, since we have a lot of locations. And we need to know if someone's not willing to go to a certain location, we don't want to necessarily offer them a spot for that location. So we look really heavily at where people are open to going to, and then we can make offers based off of that.
Okay, so that's great for the internships. I think that's a great way to start a career. Can you tell me a little bit about what the process is? If they have a good internship, are there opportunities to kind of move on for a full-time role?
Yes, definitely. So, the internship is a great sort of training and proving ground. And if you had an enjoyable internship at the end of the summer, and if the company feels like you're a good match, very likely you could receive an offer for a full-time position starting the next year. Um, so often, that's kind of the next training ground, if you will, for the future management roles. And that full-time role is called sales management associate.
So
Um,
and that's available, there are some of those available now, is that right?
there are, yes.
Okay. And they would be available on that same PepsiCoJobs.com.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Bethany, for taking some time with me, and we look forward to seeing what's going to be next.
Awesome. Me too. Thank you.